Hey guys, this is RebelQueen here. Uh, as you can see, I'm still at my house because with the whole coronavirus still running rampant, can't go over to Albion's and do anything, so I know. What can you do? Anyway, this isn't a movie review or anything. I'm actually giving you guys my first impressions on a game, which is, ta-da, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Okay, I know this game actually came out on the 29th of May, but as you guys kind of know, real life kind of decides to bite us in the butt sometimes. Hold on. Bacon, get out of my trash can! Family dog. So, as I was saying, real life decides to bite us in the butt sometimes, so it's like I just now got a chance to really kind of sink my teeth into the game at least a little bit. So this isn't a full-on review. This is actually my first impression of the game because no way was I actually pulling a all-nighter or two-dayer trying to beat a game. Well, actually, with any situation with real life getting in the way, would that be highly unlikely, at least with me. Oh, by the way, Albion says he is sorry about not doing any streams. He recognizes that he has been lazy about doing any streams, and he, like I said, he is sorry. It's just, he said he doesn't really have the motivation, considering since I'm not being able to get over there to do the streams with. I guess in his mind, no one there to actually be able to chat with and all that. No fun, especially considering we're still relatively new and really nobody to have fun with in the chat columns and stuff. So again, he's sorry. Anyway, back to the game. This isn't, like I said, this isn't going to be like a review. This is just my first impression of the game. So I'm kind of like with the movie reviews. I'm not going, or like when I did the first impressions of the Kira Major, I'm not actually going to do like the 1 through 10 deal because you never know. There could be like a turning point in the game that makes it go, why the heck did I buy this game? Unlike, and you're probably going, then why the heck did you score Kira Majors? That was your first impression of this series. Well, Kira Majors is part of the Super Sentai series. That series pretty much has its formula down packed on how to do a show. So I pretty much at that time felt comfortable with doing, at least at this point, it's a blah blah blah. And so far the show is still kind of, at least before they had to stop filming because of COVID, it stayed strong on that rating. I stand by that. But anyway, back to Xenoblade. With where I've kind of gotten so far into the game, I really kind of like it. Well, not really kind of like it. I do like it. I'm sorry about that. Sometimes I get off on my phrasing. And with the cat head you see in my lap, it's my baby boy LK, a little fluffy angel. Anyway, I'm sorry about that. Anyway, on the game, to me, it kind of has okay, first off on the game, I'll be honest with you guys. When you hear me say this is my first time playing it, yes, this is my first time playing it. I did not have a Wii, so when it was released on the Wii console, I'll be honest with you there, I did not hear of its existence. Because I did not have a Wii, unless it was like a major title, like a lot of the Mario games or something, or if it like looked really, really interesting to me, I did not hear about it, or I did not take notice of it. So, Xenoblade Chronicles was one of those that fell through the cracks for me on the Wii console. And when it got re-released on the new Nintendo 3DS, as interesting as it looked, I wasn't about to pay $200, $300 for a new handheld just so I could play one game. Well, maybe a couple other games, but... And even then, I knew the new Nintendo 3DS would allow me to play my other 3DS games, but... No. I wasn't about to pay $200, $300 just in order to play one game. And even though a few other games that had come out for the 3DS titles I had gotten that I later learned would probably have played better on the new Nintendo 3DS. I was like, okay, but it's like, I still wasn't going to pay $200, $300 just for that one game. So, I was kind of excited, like, okay, I had really wanted to play that one game because it looked interesting to me, so now I get this chance since they're re-releasing it on the Switch. Finally. So, it's like, I was kind of excited for this game. So, it's like, I get it, and now that I've actually had this chance, it's like, I'm playing through it, and it's like, this excitement is well worth it. Even though I haven't gotten all that far into the story and all that, so it's like it's still kind of well worth it. So, on that note, since I've made all these mentions, I can't tell you for sure, if anything, what all changes they might have made to the fighting mechanics when for the Switch, that they had to change up when they transferred it from the Wii to the 3DS, now to the Switch. So I have no idea what all they changed up. So it's like, I have no idea what all they did to change up the fighting mechanics from those two consoles to make it for the Switch. I have it on good authority that they did touch up the graphics, but that's about it. Which, on that note, the graphics are great. I'm looking at this game, and when it's like going through the cutscenes and all that, of course, it's like with any JRPG, at least in this decade, you're looking at these graphics and you're going, oh my god, am I watching an animated movie or what? And it's like, it looks wonderful. Hell, even when it's just the cutscenes for when the characters are interacting with each other, and it's like not one of the big cutscenes that are telling a bigger part of the story, and it's just like the little cutscenes because it's like the characters are talking with each other, and it's like explaining like a little minimal part of the story, and I'm looking at this, I'm like, okay, generally even the little minimal cutscenes where the characters are just talking about stuff, and it's like fixing to tell you like, oh, you need to go do this for this next part, they generally don't put that much emphasis in these cutscenes. I'm like, this looks freaking amazing. I'm just kind of going, oh my freaking god. It's like I said, so I haven't gotten that far into the game yet, but the game kind of has a bit of a Final Fantasy flair to it. At least to me, it does. Obviously, without like all the character classes, or at least so far, it doesn't with where I'm at. And I have to say, I am enjoying it. It is a good game. So it's like I'm really interested to see like with how it continued to progresses and all that, and that it continues to keep going strong and all that. Because like as long as it keeps going strong and all that, then I'm definitely going to pick up the sequel, which is also on the Switch. So far, it's like since I'm still pretty new into the game, I haven't really noticed any bad things. So it's like I can't really say too much on that. So I will try to. As soon as I do finish the game, I will give you like a real review of it with an actual rating, at least what I think it deserves. I don't know how quickly I'm going to get that out, because with games like this, depending on like what all happens in real life, it can take me a little while, but hopefully Albion might be able to give me a few tips, especially after he went through his JRPG massacre. Yeah, the boy went through. He pretty much decimated the first half of Final Fantasy VII. Then he went through Persona 5 Royal. Even the after school part. Then Final Fantasy X, and he started on 10 too, but he kind of forgot like what the fight mechanics for that game were, and he was like, okay, no, I need to take a break from this. And then he did like another run through on a different JRPG, and he's like, I'm burnt out on JRPGs. I need to stop. Oh yeah, the other game he did was actually the sequel to a Xenoblade 2. So it's like he was like, I'm burnt out on JRPGs. I need to stop. I need to do something else. It's like, so for a while there, it's like we were talking, and I'm like, dude, you need to put the JRPGs down. Go and do like a fighter or something to get your mind off the JRPGs. But also, I kind of don't know like how long this might take me, because next week the first half of the Pokemon Sword and Shield expansion drops, and that'll take up at least, depending on like how long the storyline in that first half of the expansion goes, that might take up a day or two of my time, depending on like what all real life has in store for me. And don't worry, I will give you guys a review on that, considering with everything going on, me and Albion can't do a stream for the Isle of Armor expansion. hopefully when Crown Tundra drops, we can do a stream for that. But for Isle of Armor, you guys are gonna have to settle for a review. But like I said, the game. I know I keep on jumping around, but I know I'm jumping around. I'm sorry, but the game is good. So if you've got the money, I would consider getting it. Or if you've got somebody with a birthday coming up and they like this type of game, I would consider getting it for them. So that's kind of my first impressions of the game so far. Because since I can't really offer too much without giving away at least a whole lot about the first little bit of the game, especially considering I barely have jumped into this whole world of the game. But like I said, for what all I've jumped into it so far, it is a good game. And like I said, to me it has a distinct Final Fantasy flair to it. Just without the whole the whole Final Fantasy class system. At least so far from where I'm at. And I can't wait to see what all the story has in store. So that'll be interesting to see how it all unfolds. And that's about it. I know I've been doing this for each review or first impression, but it's still important. For everybody with family members who are medical personnel and stuff, heart goes out, and I hope they come home safe to you. And for all of you who are medical personnel, thank you guys for all your hard work. Hope you guys are able to go home safely to your family members. Police and first responders, I know this has been a difficult time for you guys. Hopefully things get better, and I hope you guys are able to go home safely to your family. For family members of police and first responders, kind of like what I just said, I know it's been difficult with everything. Hopefully they're able to come home to you guys safely. I'm not going to get into any of that political stuff. I'm staying completely neutral. I'm making that statement now. Just because after all, no matter what, we all want our family members to come home safe and sound. I know everything's been tough, but in these conditions, it's only been tougher. Well, I'll see you guys again sometime next week with that Isle of Armor review, and who knows, maybe I'll be totally free enough to be able to get like some serious gameplay done, and who knows, maybe I'll have that Xenoblade Chronicles review up pretty soon. So, that or maybe Albion will have gotten the game finished and I can go, hey, you got the game done, you do the review for a change. Who knows? Well, see you guys later, and everybody continue to be safe. Wear those masks. After all, we've seen the numbers on COVID cases, and again, just everybody be safe. Bye.